Have you ever wondered why some people find it effortless to captivate audiences while others struggle a little? Well, the secret is in the art of presentation. And it's no longer a nice to have skill. If you're a student, an entrepreneur, or in any workplace, this is now a skill that could make or break your success. So with that in mind, we have put together a course that will take you through the fundamental skills that you need in your next presentation. First, we're going to go through how to plan your presentation based on the audience. Then we're going to look at design and making sure your slides are not distracting. And finally, we'll look at presenting and what we can do to help engage with the audience. Let's look at how to plan your presentation. Now, the first thing that you're going to do when you receive a task to present is you need to figure out who is going to be receiving that information. So who is your audience? What do they need to know? So if you are going to be presenting to scientists, experts in the community, you're going to need those details, those facts, those statistics, the formulae. But if this was just a meeting around a new strategy at the workplace, you wouldn't need to have those essential details. Maybe those would be discussed during the meeting or could be handed out. There are different modes and formats for presentations, but knowing exactly what you need to do and what information needs to be in your presentation is key. The next point is we need to know the format. Is it going to be online? Is it going to be in person? Are they going to be asynchronous? Are they going to be synchronous? Right? Presentations can be so varied depending on the purpose. And if it's going to be a keynote speech, you're going to be looking very deeply at the hook and getting the attention of the crowd so that the next person can take stage. But if it's going to be a workshop where you're not even the center of the attention, the workshop is used to facilitate. It's still a presentation. You're presenting ideas. You are curating ideas. So the way that you need to present will inform the way that you lay out your slides and the way that you're going to deliver the material. So the next thing to discuss is the structure of your presentation, right? So if you don't know if you're going to be doing a keynote or if you're going to be doing a training session or a workshop, you don't know what it's going to convert into, you've just been told that you're going to be speaking. There's a basic 5 components when you're presenting that you can always go back to. The first thing is a hook. And if we look at this presentation right now that I'm giving you, when you think about the first part of this video, you notice that I told you that presentation skills are a essential skill to have, and that is meant to get you curious and engaged in the content. Then we went into an introduction, very short. I told you about the outcomes of this course, and now we're going into the body, and the body is going to go all the way until the end when I summarize, and then I'm going to ask you to try and do this for yourself and see what happens, right? So the hook, intro, body, conclusion, and call to action components are common throughout many different types of presentations. You may not need the call to action, or you may need it, but a hook is very important to get people engaged. Some people use quotes, some people use statistics, some people use a story. Whatever works for you and whatever works for the presentation that you are going to be giving, that should be what you go to.